Welcome to Megabase-In-A-Book. My name is Nilaus, and this is episode I have no idea, but if we keep going, as long as there are Patreon supporters supporting the channel, then I keep going with this, and I am so happy for that because I absolutely love this. It's in a funny situation, this base here. Now, on the one hand, we have a working base. On the other hand, there's always, and this is if you've ever built any Factorio base yourself, you know this problem. There will always be a million things, and when I prepare for an episode, I notice a problem, like for example steel, and then I go like, oh, I'm just gonna fix it, and then, no, don't fix it. This is not supposed to be a finished product. It's supposed to be showing the journey and debugging these things together with you so that we can learn and understand this together, as well as expand as well. So what we're going to do today is we are first going to debug the steel. We are going to debug purple science as well, because I think there might be a problem with the purple science as well. And first we have some of those menial things that we need to do, such as keep our landfill filtron going. And what I forgot last time, I noticed there was a comment where like commenting while I was streaming like, hey, you forgot to start your solar expansion, and then edited later on to go like, oh yep, there we go, I did remind you. So there, thank you for reminding me. This time I did remember it. I just absolutely love this part. Like, you can just see that some things are going on, and there's like a ton of things that they are going to do. And how many do we have active? We have 17,000 construction bots, and they should maybe all of them get started. Yeah, you can see that the number of available bots over on the right hand side, it just keeps decreasing as they get assigned and assigned and assigned. Logistics bots are also good, but look at that, just coming in here. I love that. Maybe I should do like a little short on that, because shorts are the thing. And this one, I've reduced it in complexity so that, for example, now we have 121. Then what I want to do is, I know that someone said like use requester chest, and I'm not really sure I want to do requester chests, because the thing is with requester chest is that if I use requester chest, then it will have to be construction or logistics drones taking it. So it means construction drones will pick up a tree and then they'll bring it into a storage chest, and then after that a logistics robot will bring it in. It kind of seems like double effort. On the other hand, I can also see the point of this. So what we're going to do is actually we are going to do that. Even though that's, I mean, if I started arguing that I wouldn't want to waste robot effort, then you'd be calling me a hypocrite. So we're going to do this there. And as we do that, I am just going to fire away one time. And we saw that just fire in the middle. There we go. Problem solved. We now only have 20,000 wood, and they are all going in here. So let's have a look at, oh, look at that. That means the logistics bots are being active and getting in here. They will now take this immediately from sort of our extra storage. Cool. Right, let's debug what the hell's going on with the steel. There was a brilliant comment in the previous episode, and for the life of me, I can't remember who said it, but there was something about the number of trains available. That is the essence of it. What we have is we have 10 stations, but we have 9 trains. That's actually one too little, because we really want to have as many trains as we do stations. That's, to me, seems like the right number. So that is what we're going to do. Obviously they're not going to go there because destination is full. So why is it full? Let's take the one here. Is that actually, oh man, it's changed. Oh, this is the one. This is the, so these are going like, okay, this should not happen. Like, we are in a shortage of steel. Why are we not sending these ones out? Let's see. Where are they being requested? Well, I know the answer. It's going to be purple science, because purple science is probably what's going to kill us now. Let's actually look here. We should always be starting on looking at this. Yep, there we go. It has now dropped down to half. And why is that? And that means, I think this is the purple science. It must be the purple science. Let's just have a look. Let's go through the methodical process. This one looks good. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's actually, oh, really? Okay, so it's not purple science, but I think purple science is running out. Okay, we'll add it to the list. Debug space science. All right, add it to our to-do list. But let's do a quick on the purple science here. Right, so we have this one that's requesting at least one train inbound. You can see requesting L equal 1. There was a 1 train being requested, but it can't go in here because There is already one train, and it bothers me, and it's a goddamn bug. This, okay, I'm gonna explain it to you, and here's the problem. It's maybe not a technical bug, but it's definitely not intended. It can't be intended. Okay, so here's the deal. This one is set to a limit of 1. This train counts towards the limit of 1 because it is at this station, but it really wants to go out. It wants to go out to the next station, but it can't, so it's stuck at this station. Right, so it counts as being at this station, right? But I can't get another one in here. But it's not really at this station. If I was looking at, if I could go to this one. Actually, let me go there. Maybe I get on the train because I want to show you how it actually is working and the problem with it. And I mean, of course, I have no hope that it will ever be fixed. The issue is that what I could do then was take a look at trains stopped at this station. Right? Train limit 1 of 1. What if we count read stopped train? When a train is stopped at the train, a signal is sent with a unique number of that train. Alright, let's go down there. Go. The problem is that it's sometimes counted, it's sometimes not counted. And that's the big issue here. This one, let's count read stop train. And I'm going to put one here. I'm going to get that one in here. Read stop train. You can see there is no signal because there is no stop train at this location. Train limit is 2 of 2. That means another train has been sent in. That's all good. There are 2 trains that now can go in here because the deficit is so big. That means another train comes in. But it doesn't count as a train waiting at the station because that would be helpful. So the train that stopped here is both stopped at the station and not stopped at the station at the same time because it counts for the reservation, even though it shouldn't because it's actually moving to the next. And it is not counted at this as part of the station because it's technically not at this station because it's trying to leave. And the result is I have a second train here that can't get in here until this one can get out of the station. And we now have 32,000 steel that really wants to go in, and I'd really want it to go in, but I can't get it in because I don't have enough. So what there's only one way to solve this. Well, there might be more ways, but the best one is good old brute force. Is that's my buildertrons. Yeah, let's request those to come over here. And then I will also send myself over there. Am I in the train? Yes, I am. I will need to build more. Build more. Go. This one and this one has to be converted into steel in order for us to get the steel into a better solution. Like these two. So the issue here is like these two really want to go to the purple station, purple signs, but they can't because the purple sign station is full because it has the empty one that can't leave and the other one in the stacker. So the only thing that can happen, it'll only start working once I can actually get this one that is stuck at the station. One of these 2 have to go out. When will they go out? They will go out when there is a surplus in any one of the steel locations somewhere out here. Like for example, this one. This one is at 11,000. So when this one finally gets to 32,000, then it will open and one of these trains can go out. As it goes out, the one that's waiting in the stacker can then go in. It is super unfortunate. It's super, super unfortunate. So what we need to do is we need to add these 2 as steel locations. And once we have that, well, it's just going to take a bit of time, unfortunately, to get there. But it will get there. And we can also remember to send these out, just roaming around. So here we are. And what I need to do is build this one. And what I need to do is figure out, since this is a steel location, I do know I have this here. Steel smelting from ore, that's the one. Nope. What? We changed our mind. Where is it? That one. On-site steel smelting. That's the one. And that's the perfect location here. Cool. and steel smelting on site. There. Because that will tap into this one. And I wish I could build one. I wish I could put it here, but it's gonna go in. I can't put it here and then get that one. I think I'll do that because I'm also gonna have to figure out a way to get the copper eventually. Yep. So that is these two, and where are you? There you are. There. So this needs to be done, and then I can tap this one. I'm just gonna highlight all of it, and then we fill it out. Then that's a part we can cut out, because damn, that's gonna take a while. I love these parts, that how easy it actually is for me to build this. And then we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we just hello autosave. Do that, and we then need to just get it inbound, so we need some straight lines here, exactly like this. Kind of like that. Obviously not there, obviously not here. That one is okay. And then I will take somewhere here. I will take a bouncer. That's the one. And bouncer goes this location. And all we need to do now is hook it up to that and hook it into here. We'll do the same for this one, which will be even easier because we can quite easily get all of that out. And that's the beauty of it. I love that way. And I don't care that it actually wastes a bit of materials. At this point, like, wasting materials is kind of irrelevant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So again, we're going to do the usual of just merging the outer ones, since they're going to be the ones that will be consumed the first. So here. Good. Now that's 8 wide, and that could be put into a bouncer and put into here. That we have that bouncer. That is okay. That bouncer 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this. All right. So now we just build it, and then we'll be ready to go. So here we are back again, and what we're seeing is we see this beautiful location just filling up with more and more steel. We have this beautiful location just filling in more and more steel. It's all good. It's perfect. Now, could I have built 2 of those? Probably, maybe could have. Yeah, 80. Oh man, why am I coming up with things like that now? Like, obviously, I should have probably built twice as many. Like, built double. No, I'm just being curious, right? Like stuff like this. Couldn't that also just have been here as well? And then I could take like the lower half and go around and then get also this one as well. What if I build it here as, where is it? There? It should be possible, right? It should be possible. Then I could take the lower half of this one. I mean, it's only 33 million, but still, this one is definitely. So, you know, that's one of those things I could do whenever I feel like it. But what I also did, because as I built it, I realized that, you know what? It's going to take forever and ever for this to actually get to be helpful, because we're only at 16,000 here right now and 16 here, so it's going to take a while for this one to actually start adding something to us. So I thought, well, you know what, in the meantime, I'll build the next one. So I built one more, and that means actually at this point we have every single steel or iron location we have available has now been tapped. This is only 19 million only. Yeah, I think I want to do this. I think I want to tap these as well, but I'll do that off camera, so we can do that. I've also been hooking up 3 more coal locations. That one and that one, and then I've converted this part here, which was actually using the 1-2-1-4 trains, and that was going into that one, which means now this one doesn't have anywhere to go at all. And that means I'm never going to get any more coal into my starting facility. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Well, no, it's not. So, what do we want to do? Well, you will... Oh, really? Ah, we're not really worried about that. We do need to debug the purple signs. We do need to debug the space signs, the purple signs. We know that. I'm sending my buildertrons back because they are just continuing down here, just diligently trying to fill in this area. I don't know why I want this. It's just one of those small side projects. What I do know I want is to change. There we go. This one needs to go back. So what I need to do is I have a few locations such as this one. This one is putting into a train, and then the train is going back to the hub, and then the hub is sending it. It's actually not even going here. It's going up to that one, that location, because I'm actually building this one here. It's just, there's just so many things wrong with this one, and I really want this to go to, no, that location. I really want this one out as well. Yeah, you need to go out. There's 12 million wasteful here. It's also like a really bad build. I want to take this and convert it as well, but that's not going to be right now. What I do want to do is make sure that my 2 landfill locations that I have, those are actually converted into robot landfills. This is not really having a lot, but it should still be worthwhile. So what I need to do is go from here and go back to my starting location. Then I will be requesting... What will I be requesting? I'll be requesting like 1 million, maybe not 1 million, but a lot of these robots. 500? Is 500 enough? I don't know. Maybe it's enough, maybe it's not. Who knows? And you can go back and refuel as well. There. These are coming in here. This is the part that... How much landfill do we have back in the base? 600. That's not it. It's probably the one with a lot of cells in it. That's the one. Yeah. How much do we have? We have 60,000. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. And that just keeps going in here. Alright. We are back in the base. And the question is, can I even get all of these inbound? I don't think so. No, I'm getting 42 inbound because, yeah. Logistics bots are not what they... need to be. Actually, I think I should have like 1 million logistics bot in these two. Why are they not here? They really should, because they've been working on getting everything into the... Oh, of course, of course, of course. Of course I know why. Because they're now working diligently down here. So these will be full of logistics bots very soon. Yep, let's go grab some logistics bots from those locations. That is just a junk location. I don't want that. And... Oh, crap. That was definitely not what I wanted. Oh, well. I'll get more. Where are we going? We're going just all the way down to one of the basically deep in the archaeological levels of this base. There we go. How much do we have now? 1,350. That's definitely too much. What if I do that? How much do we have now? I have 107. Huh. 12 on the way. Could you just not send them on the way there to me? 8 on the way. That's 2 logistics worthwhile of that. And 4 on the way. I just need to get rid of that. There. And it's probably not even coming in with 4. And 0 on the way. There. Now I have 1,000 robots in my inventory. That is excellent. What am I going to use 100 robots for? Well, I'm just going to convert. Do I have logistics chests? Yes, I do. All of this will eventually, soonish be replaced. There are a lot of things in the base that are now defunct at this point. So, there. All right, let's go to this location. And we'll go there. So the intention is... This is going to be a different build. It's going to be putting into these as normal, but they're all going to be... Oh man, this is going to be weird. Do I even want to have this? Do I even want to bring it in on a train? I don't... Well, I do want to bring it in on the train because I need it for my main base as well for the expansion out here. Speaking about that, it's probably time for us to expand out to the next level. Oh, that's going to be like almost the last level of expansion here. And yeah, so I do need it, I think, here. But it's gonna give us way too many other problems now that I just think about it like that. And here. And some robot ports. And 1, 2, 3. That's it. Now we have 1000 robots in here. That means this is now completed in terms of building this. Do I want 1000? No. There we go. That's 500. 1500, right? Yep. Let's go get the other one. We only have 2 of these, so it should be pretty simple to make. Except you have a train there. Go to that one. What? Destination full? Go to that one then. Sorry, where are you going? There. Switch to manual. Good. And I'll do the same for this part. Funny how this is even... There are raw stone here. Should be the same. All of that. And some robot ports for the trouble. There. And some robots also for the trouble. So that's 500 robots in this area. Good. That was easy to do. Let's head on back and let's take a look at the progress of our steel facilities here. How are they doing? 31,000. That is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so we want to see when this one changes to 31,000. 32,000. Patience, patience. We don't know. Oh, there, 32,000. One light is on, one light is on. There should be trains moving now. And that should actually already now immediately help with... Okay, there are still too many empty trains. But I guess this train, since it's 27,000 and unloading, that means this one was probably blocked by another empty train here. So we just need one more. Ah, there we go. Oh my god. Sometimes things just work out for what I want. So that is what we're seeing now as we are getting this. I'm going to reiterate what I've said many times before, but it's super important. This train system only works if you have more supply than demand. I mean, anything only works if you're more supply than demand. But this is also like it gets into these annoying deadlocks if the supply is not sort of saturated. And that's what I mean. It's not just sort of enough, but it has to be saturated. And hopefully with these 3 new locations here, we should be starting to see some saturation coming in. What is this one? This is at 32,000 and 32,000. So that means we just added 4 more available trains here. And as we can see here, they are being loaded. It's awesome and amazing. Hopefully we don't have anything in the train network that looks idle. Nothing looks like it's idle. Well, that one maybe. Nope, this is unloading, and then we have the next one right behind it. That is brilliant. I think we're actually, just by getting these 4 loads into the network, we are going to make a huge dent or huge progress here. This is 24, so soon we'll get 2 more, and then we'll have all the rest of the network as well. Okay, that's good. Let's take a look at space science, because that was the other thing that didn't work. And I think there could be like a million different reasons why it's not working. We want to see, it looks like all of this is working and it's just churning out. We do have one problem though, and it's particularly bad for this part, isn't it? Maybe it's not actually for worse for this, but the issue is that there is no way for this to ever catch up. So what I mean by that is if we get into a position where this is struggling and then this is running behind, then we can't catch up. But none of these can catch up because they build that ratio. All of this is good. It could be something like the low density structure that was running out. I don't know. It wouldn't. Oops. I don't know what I did. Doesn't matter. Here. Low density structures. It's looking good though. Yeah. It's looking okay-ish. Actually not super happy about this. If I look at it, I only have 2 of these builds with low density structures? Huh. But I must also have something for the yellow signs. Yeah, that's a dedicated one. These 2 are dedicated here. Should I do that? Should I do that? I think not. Let's try that, not doing that, because it'll help balance out some things here. That should... Okay, so now we have 4 trains that go like that, and then... that one. Then we should also have... Now we have 4 trains supporting both. And I think that's good. I mean, I don't want the ones where there are like tons and tons of trains, but this one is 4 trains. It's not going to be super busy. So having it go from here and then sometimes over there, I think will... And sometimes here and sometimes there. I think that's going to be fine. Let's see. Are we... Where are we? Where are we dead? Where we be dead? Okay, it's the steel. It's not a big surprise that it's the purple signs. So purple signs is good here. This one is unable to go back. Why is it unable to go back? Kind of obvious, because there is not enough steel. Why is there not enough steel? Because that's what we've been working on the entire episode. But the purple is flowing again. Keep the purple flowing and everything else just looks dandy, and that's good. But I don't understand what actually caused the deficit over here. It could also be a lack of solar power, right? Solar panels could also be it, right? That's a weird number. Oh, it's down there. This is the number we need. 5.3, 5.3. Okay, so this is definitely not in need of anything. And what about this station up here? This station is also not having any outputs, I think. Well, no. Okay, so right now we're in the position where we are not actually running out of any solar panels, despite the fact that we just added a ton of solar around here at the start of the episode. So that's, I think that's pretty good. We'll do this one. And then I'll also do it over on this side as usual, so that gets done. Might as well get that ready for next round. Up here we still don't have the landfill, and they're still working. There's been a suggestion about buffer chests, but of course, since someone says buffer chest, I am immediately discounting that suggestion. That is kind of obvious. I am not a fan of buffer chests. I mean, I know they work. They just don't do the stuff that I want them to do, so we're not on good terms. And what do we have here? Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so this is also good when it comes to steel. Yep, steel 33. And 33. Wow. Are we... Oh, look at this. This does not look good. I mean... Maybe it is actually looking good. This is 88,000. This is 43. This bothers me. This really bothers me. Come on, trained. You should be better than that. You should be better than this. Okay, so what's happening here is that this is set to 2. That could be 1, 2. This one is set to 1. And that's that one. But unfortunately, this is not going in to this location, because it can't move past this one because it's a stacker. And I was kind of thinking that this one should just have a capacity of 1, because hey, I mean, why would I ever need 1? But I kind of figured that, you know, it could have a stack up for more than 1. But now I'm just thinking about it and looking, well, not thinking about it. Clearly I'm not thinking about it, but I'm looking at it, and it turns out this is not a good idea. So what we're going to do is just set this to 1. And then we're going to go all the way down, especially for the one that's furthest away. I would love for this one to be able to have better. And you go there. Come on. Can you not go there? There you go. Because now it can't assign to the lower one because it only has a capacity of 1. This one will go in, and then it can now only have a capacity of one. Again, the reason why I have to do this for the one that's furthest away is because I have the issue that this one is furthest away, so it's the last one to be called into action by anyone else, any of the demand stations. But I don't think we have any problems with steel at this point. That's going up here, and this is, oh, this was just picked up, and this was just picked up. But we have several trains idling here. Is there any way for us to monitor the amount of available and idle trains for a simple thing? The unfortunate thing is, no, there is not. And why? Because of what I said in the beginning, where I cannot take this one and see how many trains are actually assigned, because it's not assigned. So I can't really take a signal that says nothing is assigned and then assume that that means there must be a full train that is not, that's trying to depart the station, and therefore it's counting. So it will have to be something else, like monitoring this sign. Like if this one is red, that must mean there's a station at a... Basically, you could do it by this. And then I'm not going to do it because it's way too complicated. But if this is red, that means there is a train in here. And if you then monitor if there's a train parked and that says no, then basically you know that if there is a train in here, but it's not marked, then there are either two options. Either it is in this state or it's just about to leave. And in that case, it'll revert back to a correct signal. So in that case, if this is red and this one has 0 assigned, that is 99.9% of the time a matter of there is a full train loading at that station, loaded at that station and ready to go. And that would be really nice to know, like get a total estimate of how many, for example, steel trains do we have in the network that are ready to go. Like right now we have 4, 5, that's a lot. And then maybe up here as well. No. So we have 5 of those, and it's obviously the ones that are furthest away that are more likely to go there. So we have 5 trains, and that is a hint to me that we can definitely get some more trains in here. There and there. These go out, and you go out. Well, I mean, it's good and all, but it's not so good that we have excess capacity everywhere. There. These 2 are still not able to go out, but you know, we have 5 full steel trains available that are ready to go, and this is why this alert is kind of misleading. Kind of misleading here, because, and it's going to be the last thing, what we're looking at here is on the inside it says 1 and 1 request. So it's requesting 1 and there's 1 provided. But in the matter of fact, that's paired up. But to be realistic, we have a ton of trains that are just idling, like these 2 plus these 2 plus that one. So I have 5 trains available. That's 160,000 steel ready to be called in. So this is a bit pessimistic, but that's good. It's good that it's pessimistic, because if it's pessimistic, that means I might start fixing a problem before it actually sort of becomes a real problem. Let's have a look at science as we are rounding off. And on here, we are still not able to maintain both of them. Why are we not able to maintain both? And that is because, let's have a look. Okay, this one just got in here, but unfortunately it went into the wrong one. And that means we now have 36 plus 15. So yeah, this one was almost running out. And then a train comes in with another 32,000. And then it will no longer request here. It will request when it is less than 28,000. So unfortunately, it'll probably get the next one as well. The idea is that this train goes back to here and fills up. When it goes to 32,000, picks up the train, and then it will have a look at these 2 available ones, and it'll probably send the next one in here, because it'll super overload one before it starts the next, because it's just shorter. That's just how the train algorithm works. If there are multiple open stations, they won't be evaluating based on which one has the greatest deficit. That's more of an LTN thing, but it will go by just the closest one. And even if that one is almost full, but as long as it's open, then it's open. So then you'd have to do like really advanced logic, and yeah, I don't think that's worth it. This will even out. It might take like 20 minutes or something, but it will even out. So, wow, that was a huge step through on steel debugging and train debugging, and I thought it was really interesting to get that done. It's one of those things that have to be done, and we also did a bit on the landfill as well. But now we are in a position where after we did a few of the things, a few of the design parts like the uranium, then our base kind of slowed down because of we didn't pay attention to the actual supply of raw materials like coal, for example, and steel and copper. And now we fixed coal, steel, and copper. And that means we can now go on to the next design challenge. And that will be sort of converting this entire mess into something better. Let's see how that goes. That's going to be the challenge for the upcoming episodes. So thank you very much for watching, all of you. And thank you very much for liking. It's great to see that you are diligently hitting that like button. It helps me, and because it helps the algorithm see that people are liking what they see. Of course, if you for some reason haven't subscribed to the channel, then well, consider doing that, since you watched all the way to the end of this quite extensive video. And of course, if you want to see more videos in this series, or just generally want to support the work I do here on the channel, then there is a link in the link to Patreon in the description below, where you can of course support the channel if you feel so inclined. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care and stay effective.